Why do leaves change colour in the fall? Have you ever imagined why tree leaves are green and how they change their colour during the cold season? Think of it this way. While you were playing in the hot sun during summer vacation, the trees on the streets, in the parks and the forest were working hard to keep you cool. To feed the shiny green leaves that make shade, trees use sunlight to convert water and carbon dioxide into sugar. This is called photosynthesis. Now it's autumn and you're ready to go back to school. Those hard-working trees, on the other hand, need to take a break from all that photosynthesis. When leaves change colour from green to yellow, bright orange or red, you'll know that trees are beginning their long winter's rest. And while you may marvel at this beautiful yearly phenomenon, why it happens in the first place is not pretty well known by many. From the beautiful summer greeny leaves to the winter colour change, here are scientific reasons why leaves change colour in the fall, brought to you by Brilliance. To understand why trees transform from a luscious green into a fiery display of red, orange and yellow hues, it's important to understand why they're green in the first place. Why leaves are green? At one point or another, you've probably learned about the process of photosynthesis. If not, here's a short explanation. The word photosynthesis, in plain English, means putting together with light. And that's because plants put two ingredients together with sunlight to make the food it needs to survive. Plants need three things to keep them alive: water, carbon dioxide, and sunlight. Water is absorbed by a tree or plant through its roots. Carbon dioxide is absorbed via tiny holes in plants' leaves, flowers, branches, stems, as well as its roots. Sunlight is absorbed by three pigments in the tree's leaf cells, such as chlorophyll, carotenoid and anthocyanin, which are responsible for the seasonal colour change. Chlorophyll is the most important of these three. Without the chlorophyll in leaves, trees wouldn't be able to use sunlight to produce food and retain their green colour. Carotenoids create bright yellows and oranges in familiar fruits and vegetables. Corn, carrots and bananas are just a few of the many plants coloured by carotenoids. Anthocyanins, on the other hand, add the colour red to plants, including cranberries, red apples, cherries, strawberries and others. Chlorophyll and carotenoids are in leaf cells all the time during the growing season, but the chlorophyll covers the carotenoid. That's why summer leaves are green, not yellow or orange. Most anthocyanins are produced only in autumn and only under certain conditions, because not all trees can make anthocyanin. Why leaves change colour? Sure, this is what you've been waiting for. Here's how it works. Number 3. Loss of chlorophyll. Losing chlorophyll is one major reason why leaves change colour in the fall. Once the sunlight has been absorbed, it reacts with the water and carbon dioxide that was also absorbed to produce sugars, which is essentially plant food. Those sugars are then transported throughout the plant as fuel. But because chlorophyll needs sunlight and warmth for the plant to produce it, chlorophyll production begins to deteriorate when the colder months set in. And this is why leaves change colour come fall. Number 2. The yellow pigment. As the Earth makes its 365-day journey around the Sun, some parts of the planet will get fewer hours of sunlight at certain times of the year. In those regions, the days become shorter and the nights get longer. The temperature slowly drops, autumn comes, and then winter. Trees respond to the decreasing amount of sunlight by producing less and less chlorophyll. Eventually, a tree stops producing chlorophyll. When that happens, the carotenoid, already in the leaves, can finally show through. The leaves become a bright rainbow of glowing yellows, sparkling oranges, and warm browns. And what about the red leaves? Watch on. Number 1. Weather. Perhaps you've noticed that in some years the red fall colours seem brighter and more spectacular than in other years. The temperature and cloud cover can make a big difference in a tree's red colours from year to year. When several warm, sunny autumn days and cool but not freezing nights come one after the other, it's going to be a good year for reds. In the daytime, the leaves can produce lots of sugar, but the cool night temperatures prevent the sugar sap from flowing through the leaf veins and down into the branches and trunk. And that's where anthocyanins comes in. Researchers have found that anthocyanins are produced as a form of protection. They allow the plant to recover nutrients in the leaves before they fall off. This helps make sure that the tree will be ready for the next growing season, giving the leaves their bright, brilliant shades of red, purple and crimson. If you've watched this video to the end, I'm sure you now know why leaves change colour in the fall. So next time you're strolling through the park with your friends on a crisp autumn afternoon and someone comments on the colours, hit them with some science to explain the phenomenon. Surely they'll be so impressed they'll buy a pumpkin spice latte, or at least some pumpkin spice Oreos. And that's it on the list. If you enjoy this video, give it a like, subscribe and share it with your friends, and we'll be back with more interesting videos.